Alhamdulillahi abdul-alim. Well, this is a continuation of our regular program here. The Quran talks about Kitabul Mubin, and it also talks about al-Bayin, that those things that are clear, is clear evidence, is the book of evidence, that there's nothing ambiguous about it, that everything that's represented in the book is Mubin. That's why it's called Kitabul Mubin, that it is clear, and its evidence are based on al-Bayina. They're clear, they're unimpeachable, and that's the way the book presents itself. Basically what that means is that everything that's going on now for us is out in the open. Everything is out in the open. Like if you talk about whatever is going on in Oakland, it's out in the open. There's clearly nothing can be done. This might happen, but the only way that anything could happen to me in Oakland would be a clear headshot. Bam! Right in the head. That's it. And it's unexplainable. In other words, the people there have gone overboard. This is my belief. Now, I believe in martyrdom, but I don't believe in dummy martyrdom, like you just go and stick your head in a furnace. I don't believe in that type of martyrdom because it's unnecessary. But I believe 100% that the system is out to get us. I mean, it ain't no, the stuff is so redundant and so repetitive. And the people who are doing whatever they are doing, like technically, there's nothing Khadijah and Mukhtar can do, technically. They can't do anything to our property. If they sold our property, which they did, and if they sold other property since then, we get it back. We present it to the people. We said, this is what they do. That's all. You're gonna let the Oakland Police Department do that? Right? That's the whole idea. The thing is so clear and so evident and so well structured that everything is clear, everything is open. And that's actually just the way it is. So, in fact, it's not so, it's so far out in the open that people are trapped in the open. They are trapped. We won't go into how they got there and all of this, but the people are trapped out in the open. The people in Oakland have lied so much it don't make sense anymore. Have you ever noticed that the stuff don't even make sense? You got all the brothers killed. What brothers are those? The ones that are my friends? Imam, Jamil, all the homeboys? I got them killed, right? So their word don't go. The only people that stick with them are people who, that's what they paid to do. The people who are part of the Masjid 10 years ago and on back were part of a system. That system was, number one, in fact, the system feared what had happened 50 years ago. Like we had East Oakland Enterprises, we had black economic zones and all of that. This is what they feared in Oakland. with As-Sabiqun. They feared that. Therefore, we had to devise a plan. We had to figure out, okay, how are we going to do all of these things? Okay, how are we going to do it? Okay, so we have to let the people think that they're running the show. That's all. It's simple. We had to fix it so the people, Abdul-Malik now, the whole crew, now don't get me wrong, when I talk about Oakland, I'm talking about everybody in Oakland. That means I'm talking about the school, right? That means I'm talking about the leadership structure. I'm talking about all of that because all of that is the same thing. Everybody there, Sundiata and all of them people, they all followed the same script. They were sure that nobody's going to be able to hold this up. They won't be able to. So what we're going to do is we're going to arrange it in their brain to where they think they run Oakland. They run the school. They're going to acquire property. That extra property we acquired, we acquired that because we ain't used it for 15 years. We just acquired it. Right? So what was the purpose of acquiring it? The purpose of acquiring it was for, of course, later use. It was for later use. That's what the whole property acquisition was about, just like it was here. But in the meantime, we got a situation like this. We have Abdul-Malik, the matchmaker, that's what he considers his, he matched up Khadijah and them. See, he can't get away with what he did. He ain't going nowhere. Abdul-Malik is a part of this. He ain't going nowhere. The old saying about keep your enemies close, why the hell you think we kept him close all the time? Keep him close. Why do you think we reached out to him all the time? Keep him close. That's the whole purpose. Keep homeboy close. Maybe you realized it later on and said that's it, but keep the enemy close. What enemy? What enemy are you talking about? Well, in '87, he'd been out there several years. He brought Sister Bahia out there. Sister Bahia comes from Stokely Carmichael's group. She was with them. They come from a professional police department. All the people in Philadelphia, parole officers, probation officers, and police. That's what the whole family is, police. Okay, so now, Abdul-Malik, now I tell him that I think he's the police, but I just rub Shinola on him and make him forget it. I make him forget it. He forgets that I done told him in '87 that he's the police. He forgets that he's telling me every day, Sister Bahia's gonna make a good wife for somebody. He brought her there for that. Sister Bahia's gonna make a good wife for somebody. Sister Bahia is gonna make a good wife for somebody. If we lift and weight, Sister Bahia's gonna, that's all he's running. Finally he says, just trust me on this one. I said, sure, I'll trust you. No problem. I trust you like I always have. Okay, so now, the reason I'm putting this out is because there's something going on that's very peculiar. And I'll skip a little bit, but so Sister Bahia is the police, always have been the police. Is the police up to now? Where's the proof? Well, every time, if I get stopped by the police, she makes it look like that I did something wrong. All the Fatima and Sakina, Dad, you did this and you did that. If I get stopped on the freeway, they say stuff. They do. The police in Memphis say, your tail light was out. I say, hell, I'm only doing 70 miles an hour. So the brake light is out. That's pretty serious business. Well, it's dim. He looks back and says, it's dim. I'm going 70 miles an hour. And they stop me. Right? Who do they agree with? They agree with the police. My family agrees with the police. So I have to work on that. I have to upgrade that. I got to improve that. If I go to jail down here, do you remember the time when in that white car, they stopped the car down there? Mm-hmm. Right. It was probably November 2010. Good God Almighty. It had to be sooner than later than that. Here's the thing. They drugged me up them stairs, you know, with the handcuffs behind you. You know, nobody say nothing. And why would my wife call the police with me anyway? You don't call me to talk to the police. Forget it. But I went anyway. Why? Because I know it's a setup. And then she had the black woman with her, who's her home girl. Her home girl her eye was twitching so much when we was arguing downstairs. That blankety blank, her eye was twitching. She was so mad on her side. But here's the thing, we're not going after issues like the issue we're going after is these white people can kill your father. And you're saying everything that they agree with. We go into Boston, they pull us over. Okay, no problem. The only thing is that the thing that we got for that car is a little insurance. All the little insurance things are in there except one, the one for last year. And I put it in there. I know I put it in there. I told them, stop looking. Police said, what? I said, stop looking. Stop looking. It ain't in here. Which it wasn't. Okay, but the kids, their attitude was, here's the police. We're going down the highway. I'm in this lane, fast lane. Then I pull over to the slow lane. When I go by the emergency vehicle, the police. The police waits a half an hour when he's doing all this stuff, and he says, the reason I did this is because you were in the wrong lane in this state, New Jersey. When you're passing by an emergency vehicle, you have to get in the left lane. I said, you're a damn lie. So you're a damn lie. I said, I was already in this lane. Then I pulled another lane. So you're a lying MF. That's all. You just a rotten, low-down liar.
Was the lights on?
No, the lights are spinning around. But what I mean is that in some states it's not like that yet. But in many they are. But that have nothing to do with me. I'm trying to say that my family always agrees with the police. And so I told them the other day, I said, the stuff they tell you is what they tell niggas when they blow them away. I said, they kill niggas like that. So my goal now is to straighten that up, is to clear that up. To say, oh no, absolutely not. You're not going to get your father killed. You're not going to get daddy killed. Daddy get himself killed.
That time you were down there,
right down there at the gas station. She refused to drive the car away. She called you to drive the car away. I got out of the car and got way over here to make sure that all them polices are focused on me, not them. When I turn left, I got my signal on, and I see in the mirror these two polices. Because sometimes when you got your family, you relax a little, they just grinning because they got me. They got behind me. So as soon as I pulled up, I jumped out of the car. What the hell you doing following me? And where's the police? They're over there. They're over there. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. The police. The United States government police. Of course, Oakland Police, OPD, FBI, U.S. Customs, all of them are part of it. But they can't do nothing now. I don't believe they can do anything because they're trapped out in the open. We got them where we want them, and we put them there. Because asking Allah certain things over a long period of time, from 87, way back, we went through a period of, let's call it, encirclement and suppression and all of that. Excuse me, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to do this one? Everybody's gone. All the niggas in California and everywhere else, and tell the truth that I have discovered in South Africa, there's good people there, but the people that control everything is rich families.